Okay. Um, some more about consistency, but you've covered that a couple times. Let's see. Here's a good one. Can you paint the flowers and leaves after they're dried with gold dust or other colors?
Oh, yeah, actually, if you go to my website, you can see that my background photo is brush embroidered flowers that are painted with gold. But the way that
Cool.
I do that is that I'll do my brush embroidered flowers in the same color as the base icing. So then once you go over it with gold, you won't see any spots that you missed because it's going to be really hard to cover each little brush stroke with a coat of gold. So,
Yeah, that's a
yeah.
really good tip right there, because like you're making your cookie out of blue, you're, brush embroidering with this white, and then you try to put gold on top of it, you're still going to see all the
Yeah.
time. So,
Yeah.
perfect. Very smart. Okay. Well, someone says, oh, here's someone wanting to order your cookies. Vicky
Oh,
says, I've already ordered the Mother's Day cookies from your website. Are you
oh,
going to be
thank you.
selling graduation and or Father's Day cookies as well?
I will most likely be doing Father's Day cookies, and graduation cookies is something that I would definitely take into consideration. It really depends on what's happening during the month. So, but yeah, thank you for the suggestion.
Awesome. Give you a good heads up. People are
Yeah.
wanting them.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, and that goes to show your recipe must be good, so worth going and getting that. I have to go over and get your recipe.
Okay.
That's one thing that I've struggled with, honestly, is
Oh,
getting
yeah.
a good recipe that holds up and is firm but still tastes really good.
Yeah.
So, okay. Someone says, I noticed that you didn't use couplers in your bag. Could you tell me
Right.
why you choose to do that?
I don't use couplers unless I'm going to be using, I have a lot of tips and um, so I don't really need to be switching tips a lot because I have a lot of the same one that I can fill all of my bags using the same tip. But if you only have 3 of a tip 2 and you have 5 bags of color, then you're probably going to want to use a coupler. But I really don't use them because I feel like they're kind of a hassle. So I just leave them out just because I don't, want to deal with it, and they're hard to
Mhm.
clean and they're hard to get out of the bag when you're done. So I really don't like them. And then if I need to put a different tip on top of the tip that I'm using, instead of switching it, I'll just put it on and put a little Scotch tape over it to
Oh,
use a different tip. So
smart.
yeah, that is actually something I learned when I was working at Wilton. So one of those little tips that
Yeah,
you pick up along the way.
that's actually really smart. I've never heard to
Yeah,
do that before.
yeah,
So, yeah, I think couplers can be useful, but they can also be, you know, not.
yeah,
So in cases like this, when you don't
right.
need to switch a tip,
Yeah, but
so
if you're switching, they're great. Like when I'm doing roses, I don't have a lot of rose tips. So if I want to do a two-tone rose, I'll use a coupler because you can just switch them back and forth and it's super easy. So couplers definitely have their place when decorating. So,
definitely. All right. Let's see. We have a question. Is it okay to use egg whites instead of meringue to make the royal icing?
yeah, actually the first time that I made royal icing, I used egg whites. The only reason I don't is because it's more convenient to use meringue powder, and if you're making a lot of royal icing, it's just easier to use the meringue powder, and also for food safety reasons, you don't have to worry about it as much if you're using dried egg white or meringue powder. I
Hmm.
don't have a recipe for royal icing with egg whites, but I know that there are plenty out there, so yeah, you can definitely use fresh egg white instead of
Okay.
meringue powder.
Yeah, just be careful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Someone asks, I've got a lot of cookies to make for a wedding that will be royal iced. Can I do these in advance and freeze them to keep them fresh?
So I've never frozen decorated cookies before, but I have heard that this is something that works for some people. I was saying before, like in order to save time for a large order, you can make your dough in advance and cut out your cookies and freeze the cookies raw and then bake them when it's time to decorate. So that saves me a ton of time. But as for freezing decorated cookies, I've never done it, so I can't say if it really works or not, but I have heard that it does.
Okay. That's very nice. I like the idea of, freezing them raw and then baking them. Makes them a little more fresh that way.
Yeah.
So, oh, someone wants to know how you were hired by Wilton.
Oh, so that was just, I don't know how, just some things really work out. Like when I was there for the class, I brought my portfolio with me, and somehow I was asking questions about the decorating room when I was in the class, and then the instructors were like, oh, well, you can show your resume to the decorating room supervisor. So it's sort of just happened that way. And
awesome. Yeah. Sometimes things work out.
Yeah.
You just, in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of questions. People are now saying, I missed part of it. I think we had a technical issue. So sorry to all of you that did have a technical issue and are back. For those of you that missed it, there will be a replay right after this is over. It will actually be able to be rebroadcasted. So you can actually come back and watch it through. You can pause it, rewind it, whatever you want. So it is available to watch afterwards, and you can just follow the same link. It'll bring you right here, and you can watch it again. And I'm sorry for any technical problems we did have. I don't know why that would have happened. But and I'm glad you're all back. So, okay. I think we're going to have to end there.
Okay.
Maybe we can take one more question. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. And this will be our last question. Sabrina says, have you ever thought about making a book with patterns of your brushed embroidery flowers?
Actually, yeah, I was thinking about, I actually have, I had a video on my website for brush embroidered leaves, and I included a PDF file of the template with that one. But yeah, I have actually thought about putting them all together in sort of a pattern book. So that would be, awesome. I think that would be really convenient.
Very. And ebooks are the way to go these days. So
yeah.
Just put it on your website. Everyone can find it there.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Yes, definitely. Online is definitely the best option, especially for you, because then you don't have to try to find a publisher. It costs all that extra money to get and all of that. So a lot of hassle. Just do the ebook. Okay, so here we go. We have here's the big thing coming up for Amber. Do you have any classes or anything like that coming up also?
I don't have any classes scheduled now, but I'll be putting that up on the website as soon as I schedule the next one. And those are held in Kingston, New York. So keep checking back if you're interested.
All right. So if you're in the Kingston area or want to travel to the Kingston area to take some classes, sweetams.com. You can keep in touch with Amber that way. And so, but this is the big news, is the spring cookie decorating contest. So I'll let you just explain the contest and how it works.
Okay, so if you go to my website, there's a tab called Contest, and you can get all of this information there. Basically, there are 6 or so decorating techniques that I've listed on the website, and you can choose from any of those. You can use one or more of the techniques to create an original cookie design that has a spring theme. And then just submit your photo to me. You can submit up to 3 different cookie designs before or by April 30th. And then I'm going to have a really tough time choosing because I've already received some really beautiful cookies and I'm just like so impressed. So I'm going to have to enlist, I think I'm going to have to get some guest judges because I'm not going to be able to do it myself.
Awesome.
They're too nice. So yeah, just I guess we've got another 2 weeks or so, so that's plenty of time to just create something pretty and send it to me.
Cool.
And then all of the entries are, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, you should, I didn't think about this until just now, but you should send me some of the finalists and we'll put them up on CakeFu. And so,
oh, that's a great idea.
So we can show everybody what everybody's doing. I think that's really
yes,
fun.
that's a good idea. All right, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah. And then, so yeah, the entries are all on the website. You can find them there to see what's been going on so far. And the grand prize is a decorating kit, just filled with a bunch of my favorite stuff. You get a Sweet Am's apron, a scribe tool, and lots of other fun things. A cookie cutter is in there, and it comes in a pretty little box to hold it all.
You did send me a picture of that, and I didn't get it up on the training. Let me see if I can find it really fast.
Okay.
I don't know why I missed that. Okay. Let me see if I can find that. All right. And let's see. Sorry, it may take a second.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, you want to talk about some of the cookies you've gotten so far or anything like that? Or?
Just off the top of my head, I've gotten this really pretty, it looks like a vintage postcard, actually done by somebody who took one of my classes, so that was really exciting to see that. That was really pretty. Some really pretty basket weave hats I've received, some brush embroidered flowers. I'm really impressed at how people, I mean, you know, they say that they watch the video and then they've created this brush embroidered cookie, and I'm just so excited that they're turning out so well. So
isn't it so fun to see that you are helping to bring, you know, talent and all of that to the industry? I love it.
It's the best. That's the best part about what I'm doing now is seeing how other people are using these techniques to create really pretty cookies. So it's really satisfying to see that.
I found it. Let me pull it up really fast. Let me find the screen really fast. Sorry, there's two of me now. Okay, here we go. This is it. This is
yeah. So there's lots of fun things. Some brushes and pearl dust and spatulas, and that's the apron that comes with it. So
very cool. We can all use more aprons. We can all use more piping bags. We can all use the spatulas. Yeah. That is wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, that looks like a fun little giveaway there. So anybody that's interested, I mean, you're making cookies anyway, right? For,
right.
Spring, Mother's Day, all that kind of stuff. So go ahead and send in your pictures to Amber and enter the contest.
And it's open to everybody all over the world, so I'll ship that prize pack to whoever is the winner anywhere in the world. So
okay. Well, perfect. Well, I wanted to thank you, Amber, for coming on and being here with us today and teaching us. This was such a cute thing. I love it.
Thanks. Thank
and
you
your
for
work
having
is
me.
beautiful.
Thank you very much.
And you know, I'm going to run over and get this recipe off of your website. Okay. I hope everyone else does too.
All right.
Great. All right. Thank you so much, and we will see you guys all next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, did you like what you saw? Are you wanting to learn more? Then click on the link below or press the subscribe button to keep yourself up to date on everything that CakeFu has to offer. Because there's always something to learn in the world of cake decorating.